That's a great look of one of the venues here at the wide world of sports, the Bubble, the NBA campus. Game 2 for the Lakers, Game 1 for the Raptors. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. This particular starting lineup for the Lakers of James Davis, McGee, Green, and Caldwell Pope, 17-2 during the course of this regular season. For the Raptors, their first game here, they are 46-18, second in the East, and the third best record in the NBA. And as mentioned, low-key, low-maintenance contender, but they know who they are, a defensive team. Keys to the game.
We'll see. Vogel could do some things a little bit differently to get guys rest here and there, but they really want to start ramping up because, again, guys, look, it's August 1st, right? The playoffs start in just a couple of weeks, so it's that balance, Stu, of getting back to game speed and still staying healthy and getting the proper rest. So far, so good for these guys. Both have looked really sharp, but it's going to be an ongoing process, and Vogel's going to keep talking to LeBron and AD every day to make sure and checking in on how they're feeling.
Yeah, it's all about them keeping the rhythm in the game and staying sharp in that respect, but they don't need to play 35 minutes to do that. They can be sharp and keep some rhythm and a lot less time than that.
LeBron is averaging 34.9 minutes a game. So as Mike said, right where he is during the regular season. In fact, that 34.9 is a career low for LBJ the King. He's put a lot of miles on that basketball body, but in his 17th year, still as bouncy and effective as ever. Those defensive stops at the end of the game against the Clippers were pretty special. Didn't have a great offensive game, at least shooting the basketball, but AD, as you mentioned, Stu, he was dominant.
Yeah, I mean, AD was the guy there, is their first option on the offensive end, you know, and LeBron likes that scenario where he doesn't have to even really think about it initially. But I look for him to pick up his offensive game tonight. As
you can see in the background, this is a Toronto home game, so the North will be the home team. Freddie Van Vliet, boy, what an underrated player he is. He's in the top 8 in minutes played in the league. He's 4th in steals. You mentioned their backcourt, Stu. They are not big, but they're strong and stocky, and they really cause a problem.
Yeah, I mean, those are two guys that, you know, when you talk about size in the backcourt or size in basketball in general, they're not.
Is OG letting it fly.
I mean, we might be witnessing the first shutout in NBA history.
In the history of the league. KCP now to McGee underneath, trying to get, and does get the first Laker bucket. Was it on McGee? It was on McGee, so there you go. Thank you. Dennis D'Agostino helping us out stats-wise here tonight. They knock it around. It's taken by JaVale again, up to AD. He leads this Laker team in rebounds and scoring, steals, and their top free throw shooter. Catch, shoot, KCP hits a 3.
Finally, the Lakers get a perimeter shot to fall. Now they've got to get Van Vliet. Did you see how he used his left hand? And he's much shorter than Danny Green.
Count it, and one, LeBron. So LBJ with an opportunity for a three-point play.
You can see by the look on LeBron's face that he wasn't happy about the last call and kind of put the referees in a position where you're going to make a call here because I'm going to the rim. And he went to the rim, gets the basket and the foul. Three-point opportunity coming to LeBron.
The left hand, which of course is he's equally, and for him to become a solid number 3 option would mean so much. Lakers, a little Matador defense that time, but it's going to be taken by LeBron. Here they come. Kuzma, a little hesitation, and he gets aggressive and scores.
Ooh, a nice stop up defensively because they are too good when they load up.
Caruso gets a hand, and he made one of the best defensive plays of the game the other night. And ahead of the pack, Caruso. Defense to offense.
What hustle by KCP. Did a great job of diving and getting that, and then gets the assist after the tip away by Caruso. So the Lakers
game wearing number 9, one of the better defensive players in the league when he first came in, and his offense has really blossomed as his career has gone on. AD gets doubled up, perimeter ball movement. Morris now to Waiters, bubble cheese as he's known, and now Kuzma. One bounce to the left and nothing but net for Kuz. Has beaten this team 10 times in a row. They've swept 4 straight years, and they're looking to do it for a 5th time. 2014 was the last win, and the great Kobe Bryant had a big game that night.
That's what he tweaked an ankle.
Yeah, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is down after turning an ankle, and he's one of their defensive stalwarts off the bench. Bounce underneath, wide open. It was 5. Any of these games and watch, and Dame Lillard and C.J. McCollum were there. DeRozan and Lowry were there watching the game. Social distance seating, but they were there watching the Lakers and the Clips.
Got a short clock here.
With 5 to shoot, Waiters with the basketball. Gonna stop and pop and fire, and that's out, but clean it. San Diego's Lincoln High School, and he's got a layup. At the other end, Waiters all the way, getting aggressive.
3 can create their own shot. All 3 can create a shot for somebody else. So it's just a different look to that bench, as Stu had mentioned, and they're all defending pretty well. So it's been a nice, active, and energetic bench so far for Frank Vogel.
And right now, it's kicked out to Waiters. High arc, got it!
Sidelines. What a rarity. Played the entire first quarter, and 2 shots, none successful.
LeBron. That somehow crawls over the rim, so the defensive rating. Lakers right behind him, the 3rd rated defensively. LeBron, lob underneath. Dwight is there, can't handle it. Brings it down, forces it back up and in.
Now that was a nice muscle play there. Because when he had
Phil Handy, one of the top assistants for Frank Vogel, was one of the top assistants last year on this Toronto team. So he knows the Nick Nurse system and this personnel very well.
Well, look how quick they're doubling up on Anthony Davis.
DG tries a 3. Good rebound underneath. There's Dwight Howard cleaning up for a bucket. Who still hasn't scored. He and Danny Green, the only Lakers who have played that haven't scored. Caruso has 4 points. Looking for more, and he gets more. AC. Yes, sir. Point Laker lead with 1:25. Clock's moving here in half number 1 as the Lakers look to clinch the West.
See, there's a double, 1 to catch. They run him off of the operational zone and try to recover back to a man.
Alex, there's Keith down the middle on a good dish from Caruso.
Real nice.
So the bench came up, stepped up against this number 2 defense in the league in Toronto.
Well, it's great strategy. I mean, take the ball out of the hands of their 2 best players as Anthony Davis scratches
Finally
for the first time.
Out efforts, Stu, for the Lakers if they're going to get a W.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to have to grind it out tonight.
Boring is the kind of basketball Toronto would love to have you play. That's going to be good Laker defense, so they turn the tables on the Raptors, and they get a stop.
Yeah, good
CP going to be slow getting up again, and Lowry with LeBron. Blocked by James, and then it's Davis with the hand on it. Sportsnet for all of these 8, what they're calling seeding games, and then we'll be with you in the playoffs. LeBron goes hard with the left hand. He thought he got hit in the head, and they have matched their biggest lead of the game.
Lowry is just taking over.
Lakers only with 50 points. Count it. Waiters and 1. Dion will go to the line. 21, 10, and 4. Alex Caruso. And the Caruso with the 2-hand slam.
But he got out of it with that little hook shot.
Caruso attacks, draws a crowd. Kuzma 3. Got it. Yes, sir. Kyle Kuzma for the triple, and it's a 4-point game.
That's an offensive
foul, right?
Good job by Caruso. He's averaging about 17 on the season.
He's light him up. Look at LeBron is forcing his way in for 2. And the bucket, and there he is for the 990th consecutive game in double figures. But they're watching it drive-in style, so give yourself a hand, give yourself a shout-out, all of you Laker fans currently at the Rose Bowl and the Laker girls. Here is Anunoby, and the Lakers take it away. 24-second violation. He'll spin, get into the lane. Open is LeBron. Step back 3 on its way. Down it goes. Yes, sir, for LeBron.
His first triple of the ball game.
Lakers as a team only have 12 of them. Underneath, another Laker. Bottle up down low. And LeBron looking for 2 in a row. Got it. LBJ with 2 triples in succession. 76-72. Staying at the Grand Destino. Same as the Toronto Raptors. Kuzma, corner, in there. Kyle Kuzma.
Over the top of a shooter like that. Tried to take the shortcut, and paid the price.
There in 08. D answers right back with a 3 of his own. Then fell down by double digits again before crawling back. 93-83 now, and LeBron underneath. That's a good look. An interior pass. Certainly held up to that.
Well, especially when, you really miss the guy that leads.
He puts it up. Instead, he gives it over to Markieff. Just playing the keep-away game right now. Waiters, count it. Dion, what, a 4-point opportunity?
Yeah.
107-92, the final here tonight, and the Raptors have now beaten the Lakers 11 games in a row, and they outscored them 29-12.